G'day, welcome back to the channel. Today I've got an engine teardown on a 92 KX250 that's been dropped off. So we're going to go right through it. We're going to split it. We'll first pull the top end off, see what sort of story it's got to tell. I'll show you in a second how much compression it's got, even with the spark plug still in. So there's going to be a story when we pull this top end off. We can see what it's done. And we'll split it, and we'll put a rod kit in it and crank bearings and whatever else it needs. Just go right through it. This is a little restoration bike. I'm not doing the restoration, but I'm doing the engine. So yeah, we'll get it pulled down and probably give the cases a wet blast, and yeah, and I think there's going to be some special painting and stuff going on with some of the covers, but you'll have to wait and see. So anyway, I'll give you a quick look. Yeah, so 92, spark plug's still in. I'll see if I can set this up. Yeah. Now spark plug's still in. Yeah, lots of compression. So we'll pull the top end off and we'll see what that has got to say for itself. I don't think it's going to be very pretty, but yeah, I'll set yous up so you can sort of get a bit of a look, and we'll start pulling it to bits. Righto, I'll get you in a little bit closer. Okay, so I can already see, so it's got a Serco piston in it, so that's a Serco, oh wow. Hello. Well, that's got a little bit of play in it, but look how clean that is there. I think someone's been playing. There's a couple of telltale signs with this bike already. The owner is saying that yeah, there's just other things with the bike that someone's started and hasn't really finished. So, you know, new tyres and new clutch cable, but no perch for it to go onto. So yeah, I'm not sure what's sort of going on, but that is awfully clean piston. So I don't know what's going on there, but it says MO 6640, which I think they're 66 mil, but what? I don't know. Maybe that's not even the right piston for it. Anyway, we'll pull the barrel off, see what it's got to say. But I think I had to look up the. It's got some nasty grooves in there, but we'll pull it off and we'll see if there's any skirts on it or anything. Anyway. Oh, damn it. Oh, piston's still intact. I don't think it's even being used. That just, it's got some scuff marks and stuff on it, but I think that's just from going up and down that cylinder. I think they've got the wrong size, because 6640, I might have to cross-reference that, but oh yeah. The rings are stuck in. What's going on there? My lord. Yep. Got a gap in there you could drive a semi through. So it's got a steel sleeve in it. You can see the sleeve there. There's the aluminium and there's the steel sleeve there. So it's been sleeved, which is good because I can just rebore it. So that'll be rather than the old rechrome. So that's a plus. I'll probably just measure it up and we'll go whatever size piston we need to get for this thing. That's lucky because I was going to order an engine kit the other day for it, thinking that it was probably just going to have a chrome sleeve, but lucky I didn't. So now I'll just get a rod kit and bottom end stuff for it, and I'll get the right size piston for it. Anyway, we'll keep pulling it apart. We've got to split it, so we'll do that. Get the crank out, get it all in bits, and spread it all over the bench. Alright, let's do it. I wonder if the other owner drained the gearbox oil before he brought it to me. I doubt it. So we'll find that out in a minute too. Alright, we'll get the electrics off just in case it has got gearbox oil in it, and so we don't cover it in oil. Bit of an odd nut. What the size is it? Frickin' hell. Never seen one like that. It looks like a cut down mag wheel nut. Anyway, maybe they're supposed to be like that. Oh, that was hard. See, someone's been in there, they've emery'd all that up, probably thinking, you know, oh, this thing won't start, must be something to do with the spark, but it wouldn't be because it's got wrong size piston in it, no compression. Man, they would have been kicking the life out of this thing, I reckon, trying to get this thing to go, roll starting, all sorts of words getting expressed. Ah, loose. Ugh. A little milkshake. But it is empty. Thanks, Mick, for doing that. Now, rule of thumb I have, if the sun plug's out, it's out. If it's in, it's tight. Then you'll never get yourself into strife. right here. Someone's been in here, lots of glue. Anyway. Basket looks intact. And looks all good. Clutch plates don't look too bad, but we'll probably end up replacing them anyway, because we don't want to come back into this once it's together. It's going to be together. So we might as well do the lot. Basket's a little bit worn, standard. You got to expect these things when it's got a few years on it. Well, someone did that up way too tight. Throw that in there. Yeah, someone's been in there. Why is that all scratched up? Something's happened. Goodness. All right. Them together. Ah, for goodness sake. Just looking for wear on the shear foot. Oh yeah. Look at that. Smeared. That one's toast. I thought, geez, that looks pretty good. No. Would you just let go? Leave all the freaking gears behind. So why is it smeared? I'll just check all the dogs on the gears there. They look nice and sharp still. There's no... That all looks good. Those dogs look good. Goodness me. Guess it goes that way. Anyway, we'll keep pulling this apart. I'll just leave that with that one, so we know that came off that, even though there's only one. And this one, oh, we got the old O-ring. That's what was stopping us. Anyway, I'll pull that off. That looks pretty good. Those dogs look all good. Everything looks good. That all looks good. This is the bottom shift fork there. That one's good. That one's okay. Goes that way. We'll look at that. We'll put the pin through. We'll just oops. Bang that in an ice cream container over there. That one there is toasted. We'll leave it there. Well, there you go. I'll get this crank out. I think I'll put it in my press. Press it out. And then we'll wash all the cases up. Start knocking bearings out so then I can chuck it in my vapor blaster. So, the story unfolds. Cylinder says, as I said before, 66.4, well 6640, which I've worked out is 66.4 mil. The fractional sizes from standard are 66.2, 66.3 and 6640 is your ABC sizes. But because this has got a steel sleeve in it, I've measured it up and it's actually 67 mil. So, I mean, the person who owned it before me, only like half a mil off the mark. So that's why it didn't have any compression and would never run with that piston in it. Another pet hate here. Why do people feel the need to put a tube of silicone on cases to seal them up? Like, look at this. It is like horrific. Anyway, we'll clean all them up. I have another dilemma. Stripped out retaining screw there, standard. So got these speed out drilly things, so well, we'll give them a go. My partner bought these for me for Father's Day, I think it was, and she keeps hassling me, have you used them yet, have you used them? No. Well, this is going to be the test. Now the other screws that came out were Loctited in, of course, so I'm going to have to heat that up, melt the Loctite out, and then we'll give it a whirl with that and we'll see how we go. Update on this one. Well, I'll be. Look at that. Got it out. So they do work. So I've had the cylinder rebored, and I've, you know, of course, blasted the cylinder and the cylinder head, giving it a good cleaner. Now it's time to reassemble all the power valves and everything in it, which these are the power valves, so I'm going to give these a wet blast as well, see how they come up. But anyway, we've got a new clutch kit there. Get rid of that one. Yeah, so we'll just keep chipping away at it. We'll give these a blast and then we'll start assembling this cylinder. There we go. Beautiful. Does such a nice job, that wet blaster. It's nice and gentle, with sort of delicate aluminium parts like power valves. Yeah, I really just wanted to like clean in where the gear runs there. Get the carbon out of there, but you know, brings them up smick. So we'll start assembling this cylinder with the power valves in there. Probably put them in and pull them out 52,000 times, but anyway, we'll get into it. We're going to put these cases together now. I get a few questions over what sort of glue to use. I've been using this Loctite sealant, this Grey Max, which is OEM grade, and it's quite good. It is I should say it is really good. Works really well. Yeah, I've used this 3-bond grey for years and years and years, and I've sort of just switched over to this Loctite stuff. 3-bond is good, nothing wrong with that. For sealing cases and stuff like that. Don't use it on head gaskets and things, just on the centre cases, side cases, whatever you need to use it on. But this Loctite SI5699 is really good. I'm having good success with that. So it's a little bit more rubbery, so it must have a bit more of a silicon base to it than the 3-bond. I think that's why I like it. It seems to stay for a little bit longer. So anyway, having good success with that. Anyway, I'll show you how much to put on, because you did see in the previous video there how much this had on it. Now we don't need to lay a 1/4-inch bead on here, you know, all you need to do is just put, just wipe it on your finger and just wipe it on. You don't need to lay a bead as such. You just a bit on your finger and just wipe it on. That's all you need. So we'll go around, we'll do the whole case. And of course I wiped it down with brake clean. Get rid of all the oil off it. So anyway, we'll glue this up, bang it on. Now you can apply it to both surfaces if you like. I find it, you really only need to apply it to the one surface. You apply it to both surfaces and then you've got double the amount that you've just put on, and you might get a little bit of squish out the sides, which you can just clean up with a rag. Now, Kawasaki, in their wisdom, crank bearing, crank seal, the seal goes in from the inside. So if you ever do a crank seal on one of these old KX motors, she's a split job, because you'll have to knock the crank bearing out to replace the crank seal, because it's in behind that little lip there. Same on both sides. Dumb idea, but glad they went away from that. So, and of course, I did not fit the bearing first and then realised that the seal went in. I didn't do that. But anyway, it's in there. We'll slot it together. Now we've put all this together. I've got new second-hand shift fork in there, as you've seen the other shift fork there. Big groove, big smear mark on it there, so couldn't get new ones, had to get second-hand ones. New ones not available anymore. So we got a full set of second-hand forks and a shift drum, which I've put in there, and I'll just keep those as spares. But new rod kit in the crank bearings, gearbox bearings. It's all ready to go, so we'll slot this half on. I have to give it a love tap. one rebuilt 92 KX250 engine. Pretty as a picture. So yeah, anyway, that was a good little build. Good to bring it back to the way it should be. She should fire up quite nicely. So we'll give it back to the owner and he can finish off the build. Anyway, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and we'll see you on the next one. Cheers.